turned in here tonight. That is what they will be.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. All right, here he is, the decorated kickboxer, back for more here tonight, and he's so comfortable in the striking realm. It's almost like he started kickboxing before he ever was reading or writing.
Oh, it's unbelievable to see someone that's so comfortable under so much duress.
I know.
When you're in kickboxing range, you are in the fire. There is no safety. You're right in range to be getting knocked out, but he does not fear that. He loves it. He loves the combat. He loves the engagement. But what you have to understand is he's not engaging his opponents on their terms. He's doing it on his terms. Whether or not he wants to be in close with the big punches or he wants to be at range landing kicks, he's just constantly putting damage on you. Top, bottom, up, low, it does not matter. This guy is a dominant striker, one of the best kickboxers the UFC has ever seen.
And in terms of the punching technique and the jab, as good as anyone in this division. Well, this is exciting here, DC. The founder of Jeet Kune Do, one of the founding fathers, really, of mixed martial arts, Bruce Lee, is back in a big spot here tonight.
Bruce Lee is what every kid looked to when they thought about doing karate. Bruce Lee is the person that anyone looked at when they said, I want to be a fighter. It was the speed, it was the charisma, it was the approach of Bruce Lee that made him so special. And tonight, he's gonna look to show a new generation of fighters exactly how it's supposed to be done.
And if you hear the phrase, drillers make killers, right? I mean, that was Bruce Lee in a nutshell. He felt like practice would make perfect. Nobody trained as hard as the great Bruce Lee.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 167 pounds. Fighting out of Laguna Hills, California, Ghost Dog. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch gloves, and we are underway.
Ready?
All right, so here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place? Great punch landed with so much power.
Able to check the high kick. Lee gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight.
If this guy doesn't move his head, his night is about to end.
And he landed the right hand there. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh, Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all.
Oh, big punch lands.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Glancing right hand lands upstairs.
Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Lee gets hit with a kick. Oh, how about it? Huge kick landed. Oh! Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Well, he's always on the counterattack, but a nice leg kick there by Lee. Oh, big kick lands flush. Oh!
Right under the elbow, body keeps landing.
Both guys landing big shots. Oh, straight right.
You can't take many of those, you better check. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Throwing that jab, no good.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one? Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt.
Oh, and a nice jab by him there, and that's gonna give his opponent some problems if that keeps landing.
He's having a tough time getting his offense going because that jab is just stopping him every time.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
Dig and kicks.
Combination lands for him. It was hard to see a miss in that sequence. He's put it all together.
I mean, everything is just flowing. He's like in a zone. It's like the basketball hoop becomes twice in size. This guy today is looking at...
Oh, big knee!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Oh, nice jab. Beautiful leg kick thrown.
So there it is, taller fighter landing a knee to the body.
Nice punch lands.
Very nice outside leg kick by him there, DC. We'll see if he follows it up here.
He's really driving his shin into his opponent's thigh, beating his leg up.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight. Big punch lands in the middle.
Back and forth we go. Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, so he gets knocked down, but not out. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC. A huge round on the other side.
He had him hurt very bad. He found the shot. He got exactly what he wanted. When he saw the opening, he jumped on it, and he hurt his opponent very bad. If he can get back to that one more time, he may end the night.
Second round underway.
That's a big strike right there. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Huge block there. And he switches his stance yet again.
I mean, he's cutting them down to size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Man, look at the redness now, almost immediately on the right side of his body.
Yeah, he's mixing it all up. Great punch. He's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Nice kick there by Lee.
Leg kick.
Fighters exchange in the pocket here. Now connects with a right.
Nice head kick.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Muay Thai plump.
Big punch from the clinch.
And they separate.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body. He just continues to punish his opponent's midsection here in this round. Perfect body shot there. He's hit.
Unbelievable. That shot landed perfectly, and now he's got his opponent hurt.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Whoa!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Straight right. Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round 2. Connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Straight right, he misses. Nice punch by Lee. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. I mean, this guy is really focused on those punches to the head inside of the clinch.
And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now. He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab. You don't know when that leg kick's coming. Oh, nice. Nice.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Trying to double up on that jab. Just misses there with the left.
Big leg kick land.
Try to establish that jab.
Nice straight punch.
Oh! Right up the gut. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he doesn't know where he is. He's hurt real bad. That punch landed in the perfect spot.
Blocks that strike. Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. 15 seconds. Well, you gotta be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. He lands with the left. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's gonna stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Regroup and relax. Took a little bit of a beating that round. It's all right. That's what we trained for. That was it.
You ready? You ready?
Yes, that you heard him in the last round. Same exact one.
He gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here.
There's no tell on that leg kick.
Almost in range with the straight left, but that's a miss.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Just unable to quite find that range. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Flush right hand is true. Just missed with the left there. Nice counter there with the left hand, snaps it off beautifully.
It's over, it's over. He got him. What a fight.
Just the way he drew it up as he gets the knockout victory here tonight. It's hard to land a strike more flush than he did right there, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming. So he'll see the replay and probably shake his head, but ultimately this is a huge result and a huge win for that fighter here tonight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eagle Things called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 17 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Ghost.
Oh, there he is after a huge knockout win tonight. You going to the after party or what?
I mean, I'm heading over there right now, John. I'm asking the producers, how soon can I get up? This is going to be a party over there. Not only because of the knockout, but that extra bonus check he's going to be carrying to the club tonight.